I need respect,
Okay.
compatibility, a good personality that I vibe with, honesty, communication. Like, there's a whole list of things that I need. Like, I don't want them, I need them, because I'm not going to settle. So
Exactly.
it's just like I'm not gonna settle for some shit. Like,
no, exactly.
I'm not gonna sit around and be treated like not what I am, a queen. So it's just.
But why do you think you deserve so much? Why do you think you deserve so much?
shit.
That's what I want to know.
Because look at me. Every girl deserves to be treated like a queen.
Yes.
That is bullshit.
Wait, but why? But why is that? Okay, but wait. How? Why?
Hold on, one at a time.
Why do you think you deserve the whole world?
Because
when you haven't done anything.
One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead. You
A
go first.
woman makes a house a home, okay? And I know you're on that fuck bitches get money type because you're in your 20s. I get that. But when we're talking about real shit, a woman makes a house a home. We should be loved and adored while you go out and get your money, right? You want it the traditional way.
I just want to know why everyone, like, girls hold themselves, they think they're on this pedestal where they think they're like, oh, you have to earn me. You have to earn me. Like
you gotta work for it.
Can I say something?
Hold on.
Like, that's not that hard. I could easily make money if I really wanted to.
Okay.
Look, you got.
I have a main question.
A guy has to bring everything to the table. That's the question. That's the answer. A guy has to bring everything, and a girl has to bring nothing. We live in a day and age where you have to be financial. We live in. Listen. We live in a day and age right now where a guy has to be financially stable to date a broke bitch. That's a fucking fact. That's a fact.
Not all bitches are broke.
Exactly.
Hold on. I'm saying the guy. Pause. Let's pause.
Like, people have
No. Pause. So he didn't say.
I didn't say girls don't have their own money.
Yeah. He didn't say that. He said a dude has to even have money to bring so much to the table to even date a woman that's an average woman who's still broke and work at McDonald's. That's what he's saying.
Exactly. A guy has to bring everything to the table. It's not even a fucking question. Girls literally don't have to bring anything to the table.
Deserve. That word is a woman's Achilles heel, and it will always leave her miserable, alone, single, bitter, and confused. See, when an individual has a mindset of, I just deserve this because I exist, because I just show up, what's going to happen is they're going to go through life not being held accountable for anything. They're going to make decisions and say, well, I deserve to be bailed out. I deserve this. I deserve that. I deserve this job. I deserve all these different things that the world has to offer without working for them. See, that's the difference between men and women. The guy even asked, he said, so what makes you so entitled? Why do you think you deserve these things? And the girl followed up by saying, because I'm a queen. Every girl deserves to be treated like a queen. Look at me. See, that's the difference between men and women. Now let's break this down and get down to the origins of this word deserve and why every woman thinks she deserves the world. Thinks she deserves to be wined and dined and deserves a man who makes six figures, deserves a man who's over 6 feet tall, deserves a man who's going to give her the world, deserves a man who's going to give her a big house and all these different things, right? See, here's where it comes down to. Men, when we're born as boys, we're told to, you have to respect women. You have to treat them like they're God's gift to mankind. Always respect women. Treat them good. Never treat a lady bad. Right? Women are brought up and told none of that. So now they just exist. They walk around and they have this queen mentality, this crown, and I'm a queen. I deserve this. I deserve all these different things. You have to do this for me. You should be grateful to be around me. But now men are starting to wake up and they're starting to ask these questions. Wait a minute. So my life is great. I bring all these resources. I bring all this energy, this emotion, this time, I bring all these different things. And you as a woman, just because you exist, you think that you deserve my time, my resources, my dates, my money, my drinks, my savings. I mean, just think about the entitlement of these women, guys. This is why so many of them are alone. They're confused. They're wondering, why can't I keep a man? Because they haven't had to work on anything. They haven't had to bring anything to the table but their looks. So when rubber meets the road and they actually get out there and start dating and mating and try to interact with guys, they just show up to dates and they're like, okay, so you have to wow me. You have to impress me. See, men aren't doing that anymore. This is not the 1920s, 1930s where a woman has her chastity belt on and she hasn't been ran through and she doesn't have a toxic mindset and she's not entitled. No, these women are walking around thinking that they're owed everything. And if you don't give it to them as a man when they want it, what's going to happen is they're just going to get rid of you. They're saying, well, you don't deserve me. I'm a queen. That type of mentality will always leave an individual confused and always wanting more. Because notice she said, I have a long list. I don't want respect. I need respect. See, when it comes to men, we don't just get respect. We have to go out there and produce. That's the difference between men and women. Women are born with their value, what's between their legs. They just have to preserve it. They just not have to get ran through and give their body away up to the worst guys and get pregnant by a delinquent, right? So they have to preserve their value. Men, we have to go out there and work. We have to compete. We have to grind. We have to do whatever we have to do to become something in this world. We have to be held accountable for our actions. And if we don't produce, the world will punish us. Think about it. If a man is overweight, let's say he's 5'8", 350 pounds. You think he's going to get anything in life? No. Women are going to look at him. Heck, men are going to say, oh, man, dude, he's disgusting, right? There's no body positivity for men. But for women, if she's 5'8", 350 pounds, she's going to have all this praise. She's going to say, oh, you go, girl. You're beautiful. You're sexy. You're perfect the way you are. If a man doesn't, want you and value you and chase you at 5'8", 300 pounds with 2-3 kids, then he doesn't deserve you, right? And it's leaving so many women alone because men vote with our feet. Not every man's got to have a YouTube channel or get on social media and say, I'm not going to be with a woman who weighs 250 pounds, who's overweight, who has a bad attitude, who has all these issues and kids out of wedlock. Most men are going to say, you know what? I'm going to stay away from that woman. They're not going to voice their opinion because, the alphabet police will come in and try to, silence them and punish them and dox them, right? So men are out there. They see what's going on. They're like, I'm not going to be with a woman who just has all these demands. And what I've noticed when women say they deserve these different things or they're a queen, those women who are always single, notice that they're never satisfied. They're always in relationship after relationship after relationship, and they're always blaming and pointing a finger at everybody but themselves. Because in their mind, they're right. Everything that they want in life, they deserve it. And if you don't give it to them, what's going to happen is they're going to just get rid of you. They're going to say, oh, well, you don't deserve me. You don't deserve my time, my energy. But here's the funny thing. None of those women ever talk about what they're going to do for a man. See, relationships are about negotiation, not just with money, not just in business, not just in personal relationships. When it comes to mating and dating, what can you offer somebody else in order to get that person to want to be with you? And women have been walking around living off of attraction, off of how good they look and how often they do their makeup and they wear the certain outfit and they say, look at me, like the girl said. I'm beautiful. I'm cute. But when it comes to paying the bills, cute, beautiful, sexy, and all these different things, that doesn't pay the bills. That's not going to get a man from point A to point B. That's not going to get a man to bring in more resources and money, right? The legal route. So when these women say I deserve these different things, those women are usually always unhappy because they have an insatiable appetite to always want more and give me this and give me this. So if you do give her what she deserves, she's going to say, okay, that's not good enough. You know why? Because she's not happy with herself. In order for a woman to be truly happy in life and satisfied, she has to be serving a man. She has to be pleasing a man. Notice a woman who's in a relationship with a nice guy, a good man, and that dude is always doing stuff for her and trying to make her happy. What usually happens? She usually kisses him to the curb. She usually is like frustrated and mad. And she's like, I just don't want to be with this guy, and the guy's like, I've done everything. I did everything you wanted. Don't you want this? And she's just not happy. You know why? Because she knows she doesn't deserve all those things. She knows that her mindset should be, whether she's going to admit it or not, is to take care and nurture a man, a family, and kids, and tend to her household. This is how women get satisfied with life. This is how they find their fulfilling point. See, all those women just want a guy to do all these different things and produce and break his back and get ran down into the mud, and they reap all the benefits just because they're a woman and they exist. That isn't how life is supposed to be. And these women are going to get a horrible dose of reality the older they get. The older they get, they're going to be like, oh, well, I haven't found the right guy. There are tons of good quality men out here. But those good quality men are not going to deal with a woman who's entitled, who's selfish, who's greedy, who thinks because I exist, you have to do all these different things for me. You have to pay my bills. You have to do this. You have to take me on trips. You have to just give me the world. I mean, that's a burden. These women don't understand because since birth, they have been taught to expect. They have been taught how to treat a man, how to care for him, how to love him, how to do anything. They just taught to, okay, you're a queen. A man has to respect you no matter what. And if he doesn't respect you, if he doesn't give you anything you want, your heart's desire, if he doesn't give you the moon, the stars, and the universe, then he's not the one for you. See, they don't look in the mirror. In order for an individual to be truly happy with their life, they have to try to make others happy. They have to try to give something to somebody else. See, life is about give and take. See, these women are just out here taking and receiving, and these men are catching on and say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And they're wondering, why am I single? It's because you're not bringing any sort of value to a man's life.